obligation. Similarly, in marketing, offering free resources like ebooks fosters goodwill. Acts like personalized gifts or offering help without expecting anything in return can strengthen connections. However, authenticity is key. Manipulation can backfire. This principle is widely used in sales, marketing, and relationship building. A small gesture can pave the way for significant results. Social proof. People look to others' actions to decide what is correct, especially in uncertain situations. This phenomenon is called social proof. For example, online reviews and testimonials show potential customers that a product is trustworthy. Highlighting your popularity or user base creates credibility. Even simple statements like 90% of people recommend this can strongly influence decisions. The more relatable or numerous the examples, the better the impact. Social proof is a powerful tool for building trust in marketing, group dynamics, and decision-making processes. Framing effect. How you present information influences how it's perceived. Framing allows you to highlight the positive aspects of your message. For example, 90% success rate sounds more encouraging than 2% failure rate. The same data, presented differently, yields different reactions. Framing is widely used in advertising, politics, and decision-making scenarios. The key is choosing a frame that resonates with your audience's values and goals. Power of because. Providing reasons for your requests increases compliance. People are more likely to act when they understand the rationale. For instance, saying, "Please let me pass because I'm in a rush," is more persuasive than simply asking. This principle works in negotiations, sales, and conflict resolution. Always pair your request with a clear and compelling reason. Visualization technique. Helping others imagine the outcomes of their decisions makes your message impactful. People connect better with vivid mental images. For instance, imagine how much easier your life could be with this product, paints a clear picture. This method works in coaching, sales, and motivational speaking. The more detailed and relatable the visualization, the stronger the effect. Two-step approach. Start with a small request to build momentum, then follow with a larger request. This gradual progression increases compliance. For example, asking someone to sign a petition can make them more likely to donate later. This principle works in fundraising, marketing, and relationship building. Begin with a simple, achievable ask to set the stage. Authority principle. People are more likely to trust and follow experts or authority figures. Expertise and credibility play a significant role in persuasion. Displaying credentials, awards, or certifications reinforces trust. For example, doctor-recommended labels often boost product sales. Authority can also be shown through confident communication, professional appearance, or affiliations with respected organizations. Used correctly, the authority principle builds strong influence without seeming overbearing or manipulative. Consistency and commitment. Once people commit to something, they tend to stick with it to appear consistent with their previous actions. For example, asking someone to agree to a small request first increases the likelihood of agreeing to a larger one later. This principle is effective in negotiations, habit formation, and goal setting. Consistency helps people feel aligned with their values. The strategy works best when initial commitments are voluntary and meaningful. Contrast principle. Highlighting differences between options makes your offer more appealing. This principle is often used in sales and presentations. For example, showing an expensive option first makes a moderately priced option seem more reasonable. The contrast effect helps people perceive value and prioritize decisions. Pairing comparisons with clear benefits amplifies this technique. It's a subtle yet powerful way to guide preferences. Novelty and curiosity. Humans are naturally drawn to the new and unknown. Offering something unique sparks interest and engagement. For instance, introducing an innovative product feature can generate excitement. Teasing upcoming events or solutions piques curiosity. This technique is effective in marketing, storytelling, and branding. Pair novelty with clear benefits to sustain interest. Use of analogies and metaphors. Analogies and metaphors clarify complex ideas by linking them to familiar concepts. They make abstract messages concrete and relatable. For instance, our app is like a personal assistant. It simplifies your daily tasks, conveys functionality quickly. In teaching, analogies help bridge knowledge gaps. In storytelling, they add depth and vividness. The effectiveness of this technique depends on choosing comparisons that resonate with your audience's experiences. Metaphors evoke imagery and emotion, making your message not only understood but remembered. Reciprocity of concessions. Door in the face. The door in the face technique involves starting with a large request, expecting rejection, and then following up with a smaller one. For instance, asking someone to volunteer weekly might be declined, but then suggesting a single day seems more reasonable. This technique plays on the perception of compromise. The second request feels like a concession, prompting the other person to reciprocate. It works well in negotiations, fundraising, and sales. The key is ensuring the initial request isn't so extreme that it alienates the audience. When applied thoughtfully, this method increases compliance rates. Reciprocity through gratitude. Expressing gratitude builds goodwill and fosters cooperation. People appreciate acknowledgement and are more inclined to respond positively. For example, "Thank you for your input, it's invaluable," reinforces the value of someone's contribution. In business, gratitude can strengthen customer loyalty and team morale. Small gestures like thank you notes leave lasting impressions. This principle enhances relationships, making future collaborations smoother. The sincerity of the gesture determines its effectiveness. Timing and environment. Delivering your message at the right time and in the right setting maximizes its impact. Context matters. For example, making a proposal when the other person is relaxed and receptive increases the chances of success. Consider cultural, emotional, and situational factors when choosing the timing and place of your interaction. A well-timed message resonates more strongly than one delivered randomly. Storytelling. Stories captivate attention and make your message memorable. They evoke emotions, which are crucial for persuasion. For example, sharing personal success stories can inspire trust and relatability. Stories help simplify complex ideas into relatable narratives. Good storytelling uses vivid imagery, clear messages, and a compelling structure. Tailoring the story to your audience increases its effectiveness. This technique works in presentations, sales, and leadership communication. Using contradictions. Unexpected or contradictory statements capture attention and spark curiosity. They challenge assumptions and invite deeper engagement. For example, "Work less, achieve more," intrigues people and encourages them to learn how. This technique is effective in presentations, marketing, and storytelling. Use contradictions strategically to highlight unique solutions or perspectives. Simplifying choices. People tend to avoid complex decisions and prefer simpler options. Reducing decision fatigue makes your proposition more appealing. For example, offering 3 clear package options instead of 10 overwhelming choices boosts conversion rates. Simplicity helps people feel confident about their choices, which is crucial in sales, user experience, and negotiations. Keep options straightforward to guide decision-making effectively. Emotional appeals. Emotions drive decision-making more than logic in many cases. Tapping into emotions like joy, fear, or empathy can be highly persuasive. For example, charity campaigns often use emotional stories to inspire donations. Similarly, evoking excitement works well in product launches. Relatable stories, imagery, or scenarios make your message memorable and impactful. Balance emotion with reason to avoid seeming manipulative. Liking principle. People are more easily influenced by those they like. Building rapport is a key factor in persuasion. Common interests, compliments, and genuine empathy help create a connection. For example, salespeople often try to find shared ground with potential clients. A friendly demeanor, relatable language, and shared goals make others more open to your suggestions. Building likability should always come from a place of authenticity, as insincerity can ruin trust. Small wins. Focusing on small, achievable goals builds momentum and motivation. Breaking a larger task into bite-sized pieces makes it feel less overwhelming. For example, celebrating minor milestones in a project sustains enthusiasm. In sales, helping a client achieve quick results encourages them to invest further. This principle is effective in coaching, team management, and habit formation. By highlighting progress, you create a sense of accomplishment. It's not just about achieving, it's about recognizing every step as a victory. Small wins lay the foundation for bigger successes. Repetition principle. Repetition builds familiarity, which in turn fosters trust and acceptance. The more people encounter a message, the more likely they are to believe it. For example, consistent advertising slogans like "just do it" stick because of their repetition across media. In presentations, repeating key points ensures the audience remembers critical information. For written content, restating benefits solidifies the message. However, the challenge lies in balancing repetition with variety to avoid redundancy. Use fresh angles to reinforce the same message. This principle is a cornerstone of branding, education, and persuasive communication. Use of humor. Humor lightens the mood, making your audience more open and engaged. It creates a positive emotional connection with your message. For instance, a funny anecdote at the start of a presentation can captivate attention and set a friendly tone. In advertising, humor is often used to make brands more relatable. Memorable campaigns often involve jokes or clever wordplay. However, humor must align with the context and audience. Inappropriate or forced jokes can backfire. When done right, humor enhances likability, breaks tension, and makes complex topics more approachable. Active listening. Active listening shows respect and builds trust by making others feel heard and understood. It's not just about hearing, but engaging with the speaker. For example, paraphrasing someone's concerns, "So, you're worried about deadlines?" validates their feelings. In negotiations, active listening uncovers needs and motivations, allowing tailored solutions. It also diffuses tension in conflicts. This technique enhances relationships in both personal and professional contexts. Practicing eye contact, nodding, and asking follow-up questions strengthens its impact. Active listening is a gateway to deeper understanding and collaboration. Exclusivity appeal. The idea of being part of an elite group is inherently desirable. People value exclusive opportunities more than widely available ones. For example, limited edition or VIP access creates a sense of privilege. This works particularly well in luxury markets and memberships. Exclusivity fosters pride in belonging and increases perceived value. Highlighting scarcity or unique features amplifies its impact. For instance, high-end brands often use exclusivity to justify premium pricing. Limited access events like private previews also drive engagement. Authenticity is essential. False exclusivity can erode trust. Time pressure. Urgency. Creating a sense of urgency motivates people to act quickly. Time-limited offers or deadlines leverage this principle effectively. For example, offer expires at midnight, pushes individuals toward immediate action. This technique is widely used in marketing and event planning. Authenticity is key to avoid losing credibility. Anchoring technique. The first piece of information someone receives influences their subsequent decisions. This is called anchoring. For instance, showing a high price first makes a discount seem more appealing. Anchoring helps shape perceptions of value and fairness. It's effective in pricing strategies, negotiations, and product positioning. Use initial anchors to guide expectations strategically. Positive language. Words carry emotional weight, and using positive language motivates and inspires action. For example, instead of saying "don't miss out," try "take advantage of this opportunity." Positive phrasing builds enthusiasm and optimism around your message. This technique works well in sales, team communication, and leadership. Focus on benefits rather than drawbacks to maintain a constructive tone. Praise and appreciation. Acknowledging someone's effort or achievements builds trust and goodwill. People are naturally drawn to those who recognize their value. For example, complimenting a colleague's skills fosters a cooperative environment. Appreciation must be genuine to avoid seeming manipulative. This technique is highly effective in team building, leadership, and customer relationships. Small gestures of gratitude can create lasting bonds. Open-ended questions. Open-ended questions engage others and invite them to share their thoughts. This creates a collaborative atmosphere. For instance, asking, "What do you think about this idea?" encourages active participation. These questions build rapport, clarify needs, and guide discussions effectively. They work particularly well in negotiations and team settings. Keep the tone curious and non-judgmental to make this technique more effective. Mirroring technique. People tend to like others who are similar to them. Mirroring creates rapport by subtly imitating someone's behavior or tone. For instance, matching someone's pace of speech or body language fosters a sense of connection. This method is effective in negotiations, interviews, and relationship building. However, it must be subtle to avoid appearing insincere. Mirroring helps others feel understood, which is a key factor in persuasion.